What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, you know the vibes, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to bring you guys this build. You guys asked for it. You asked for help. Everybody doesn't want to run a rifle build. This is for LMG users. And this is for anybody that just wants to be effective in the raid, man. Like you guys been asking, the list is growing. We're getting people's names crossed off the list for the raid. If you guys would like to join the raid carry list, all you got to do is follow me on Twitter and DM me hashtag raid carry. That puts you on the list to get carried to get yourself an eagle bearer. Now I know you guys are like, well, you know, LMGs may or may not be your style. I'm trying to tell you, man, this build rips. You're gonna have survivability. You don't have to be squishy. You can kind of face tank, but you know the way I run this build, you want to run from, you want to shoot from cover. This is a shooter. This is a cover shooter game at this point. So I really wanted to make sure that I put out a build that everyone can use, and it gave everyone a sustainable chance to have DPS. Like, you need DPS. No matter how you like to play this game, DPS is needed. So if you're new to the channel, guys, smash the like button, subscribe. Comment down below. I'll see you watching the footage. Like I was telling you guys in the beginning, I really wanted to make a raid build for you guys. And when I say raid build, I needed to make something that everyone kind of feels comfortable using. But at the end of the day, it needs to be effective. Like, you get what I'm saying? So people are coming into raids sometimes and they don't have a clue either how to make a style. So if you're coming into anyone's raid, you need survivability and you need damage. That's it. You want to have survivability and you want to have damage. So this is the build that I put together that I think could help every subscriber, any beginner player, anybody that just bought the game today. None of these pieces are hard to get. It's no exotic pieces on this build besides this gun, which is the Bullet King. It's the only exotic on the build. So I'm gonna start off with the Bullet King, guys. So as you guys can see, I'm running 13% LMG damage, 11% damage to target off cover, and 9% crit hit damage. And that's imperative for this build, because this is a crit build. Now the mods, it doesn't really come with any crit mods except for the muzzle, which is a crit chance mod. And if you can see from the footage, you know, the stacks is gonna be kind of up and down depending on how accurate the Bullet King can be. And you know, for the secondary weapon, I'm using the MG5 and I'm rocking fast hands. So let me just get into the stats really quickly so you guys can see. On this build, I have 55% crit hit chance with 170% crit hit damage. Now this could easily be 180 or 190 crit damage, as well as 60% crit chance, as long as your watch is maxed out. So you got to pay attention to the watch. If your watch is maxed out for weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage, then this build is going to shred even worse than it's shredding right now. Like right now, this build is hitting and my watch is not even where it needs to be. Alright, so just keep that in mind. And if you guys are wondering how to get the Bullet King, you can do Wall Street, you can do it's missions in New York you want to do, right? You're going to do the Tombs or you're going to do Wall Street, and that's going to get you the Bullet King. On the mask, I'm running a Providence mask, and it came with 5% crit hit chance and 13.9% crit hit weapon damage, and I rolled 11.9 crit hit damage, as well as put a 11% crit hit damage mod into the mask. So you want to have a mask, a chest piece, and a backpack that could hold red mod slots. That's important for the build, especially when you're going crit. Providence chest with unbreakable. Yes, you need unbreakable for survivability. This is what I was telling you guys. Damage and survivability. I have a 10.9% crit hit damage mod, and it came with 11% weapon damage and 4% crit chance. All you had to do was roll crit hit damage, and you know, it varies how you want to set this build up. And as you guys can see, I'm running a Seska holster, which is going to give me 10% crit hit chance. If you have your watch maxed out, you don't need to run Seska. You can run something else that's going to give you a different buff. I'm running Seska because my watch isn't maxed, so I need to have that 10%. all right, and I went with armor on this holster because it already came with crit damage and crit chance, so I went with armor to get some survivability. The backpack, I went with composure. You are probably either 75% of the time to 80% of the time you're gonna be in cover, and it's not because you suck or you're not good enough at the game. This game is predominantly played from cover. That's part of your survivability. That's the reason why you need unbreakable. So composure, while in cover, increases your total weapon damage by 15%. This is as close to a Garo backpack as it's probably gonna get. I have 5.3% crit hit chance, 11.1% crit hit damage, and I put a 10.7% crit hit damage mod into the backpack. So as you guys can see, I rolled 170 armor just to get my armor up to 1.1. Grupo gloves came with weapon damage and crit chance, and I maxed out the crit damage. Same thing on the knees. The knees came with max weapon damage and 5.2 crit hit chance, and I maxed out the crit damage. So you're wondering, while I'm running these pieces the way I'm running it, each piece needs to do something for the build, right? So we're running 3-piece Providence, and that's because we're gonna get damage from it. Headshot damage, crit hit chance, and crit hit damage. These are all important for the build. Seska, you're gonna want to run that for 10% crit hit chance. You need to stack these things. This is how you make your build hit. So you don't have to go completely Guy's Cannon. If you have 1.1 million armor and you have 55% crit chance and 180 crit damage, you're gonna be shredding. You don't necessarily have to go all reds. You can give yourself a little bit of leeway when it comes to some type of survivability. And then I have the LMG backpack, which is gonna give me 10% LMG damage, and you want to run piece Grupo, which is gonna give you critical hit damage 15%. Now, I tell people all the time, when you're running crit, the best way to do it is to run 3-piece Providence. I like Providence, I like Petrov, as well as Sokolov, because they all come in red mod slots, and that's what you need for this build. The mask, the chest, and the backpack have to have red mod slots for this build to work the way it needs to. And the skills, I'm running the Revive Hive, and I'm also running Defend the Drone. You can switch that out. It varies, especially when it comes to the raid. I didn't have raid footage, but I'm telling you, the way it works in Heroic is how it's going to work in the raid. And actually, the raid is a little bit easier because you can focus fire NPCs because there's 8 of us. So just keep that in mind when you're running a raid. So you want to pay attention to these 2 stats right here, chance and damage. And on the MG5, it's 60, 165. And like I told you, with 95% headshot damage. I really like the MG5, guys. It's slept on. Don't sleep anymore. Run it with fast hands. Critical hits add a stack of 4% reload speed bonus. Max stack is 40. If you're confused about how fast hands work, I will give you a little preview right now. Alright, so the reason why I say fast hands versus, like, you know, unhinged or strained or anything of that sort is for this reason right here. So I'll show you. So I'm gonna get ahead and go to a named boss, and I'm going to put 5 meters. We got headshot damage, and then, you know, we'll just show you how this will work if you were fighting an NPC. So kill the NPC, you reload. As you guys can see, look at my hands, it reloads in probably about 1.5 seconds, maybe 2 seconds. So this is what fast hands is. This is what fast hands is about. So as you guys can see, you're gonna be shredding. You're gonna be shredding. If you can hit your shots, you can land your shots, it's gonna hit. LMGs are a little unsteady, but that's not the point here. And if you see, I didn't stack it too many times, so the reload was slower. So just hit your shots and you're good. Same thing with the Bullet King. The Bullet King is good because you never got to reload for the Bullet King. And the Bullet King is just gonna shred. It's gonna shred. You just keep it going. As you can see, my bullets, they're not really gonna go down. You don't gotta worry about reloading. You don't gotta push that long animation. You don't want to lose fast hands. Cool, no problem. This is fast hands on steroids. It's just not as stable. Alright, guys? So, you know, if you're new to the channel, man, like I tell you guys all the time, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. And if you're trying to be part of the raid group and you guys want to be carried, it's only one way to do it, man. All you gotta do is follow me on Twitter and DM me #RaidCarry. I really want you guys to not only come into the raid and participate, but I want you guys to be able to contribute. Be able to contribute to the raid, right? So if you use this build, I promise you, no matter who carries you or what group you're in, you're gonna be doing your own thing, man. You're not gonna need help when it comes to damage. You're not gonna have a problem putting NPCs down where they're traveling all over the map, because we're trying to up our numbers to 2 to 3 people per run. This way we can get the list down more effectively. So smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and it's your boy, man. I'm out. Peace.